this again. So I haven't been here. And when was the last time I saw each other? It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a
while.
It's been a month.
All right. So yeah, it's about a month and a half. So what? So what I'm gonna do, and I'm really sorry, you guys. You guys had to rejoin. Did you just see that orb go by? Holy moly! I caught it on the camera.
There you go.
So maybe it's Pete. Trying to help me out, feeling bad for me because I'm unorganized. Anyway, so all right, I'm gonna talk a little bit about some of the election stuff that I missed and the stuff I got right, and then I was just talking to because I feel like I'm losing it. Do you know what I mean? Now, you guys, I had about 3 days ago. Now, in my chart though, in my astrology chart, so remember this, is the fact that it says I'll be able to channel. The channeling should be really, really intense right now. And it's part of my chart. It has to do with my Pisces moon and all this. And somebody came to me, I swear it was Jesus. And I have a very different view of Jesus than like a traditional fundamental Christian, but I do follow. So I got a message, you guys. I've been talking about this on my lives. I've been talking about lots of stuff about this. So I think I just saw it again. Okay, you guys keep watching. There's an orb here. I just saw it go through. When we go look at the tape again, you're going to see it go right by me. It's not a bug, and it's appearing white. They follow me around a lot. Okay, so last night I was talking a little bit about what I decided to do is I'm trying to be more God-centered. We did, instead of having everybody ask me questions, I had everybody pray. I took prayer. I took people who wanted to be prayed for, and I did it all that way. And it's crazy, it's weird, but weirdly crazy. Hi guys.
It's par for the course.
Yeah, exactly. My life is a little strange, but anyway, so I'm gonna go over what we're doing with some of the predictions and what I got right, what I didn't get right, and then I'm gonna read you what he told me. Okay, because some of it, I don't know if some people are gonna like it. I'm gonna be honest with you, but this is what they told me. Okay, notice I have hardly any followers on my YouTube because I don't ever go on at this time. But we're thinking of making this a Friday or a Wednesday. Yep. So hi Frankie. So yeah, it's an odd time. I told you I'd be on at an odd time. So all right. So yes. So here's some things that I did get right. I said back in June something was weird with Pennsylvania. It was really weird, but it stayed blue. And it's exactly what happened with John Fetterman. He had a stroke. I mean, I just know. Now, it's so strange because when I get my downloads, I'm getting it by state. And what I'm doing is sometimes mixing up the election, the races. Like I'll mix the Senate, the House, and the governor. Like I'll mix them up. I just know what happens. So, hi guys. Hey, hi Panta. I haven't heard from you for a while. So this is it. So, in the state of Wisconsin, I said Tony Evers would win, and I said Mandela Barnes would win. Mandela Barnes lost by 1%. I was just telling Kent, I still swear, if he had gone ahead, like he legally had the right to do, and say there's a recall, there's a recount, but he didn't. And if he had, he would have found it, he won. I still say it. So I don't consider that one wrong. Now I did get the Stacey Abrams wrong, but it's so funny. As I said, it'll be Stacey Abrams. It'll be super close. We won't know who won for a long time. I got the race wrong. I got which race it was. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? They show me by state, so I don't always understand exactly because there's so many people running. So anyway, I did say it would go blue. It did. And I still say that there's some type of Senate flip or something. There's something still coming. So just be patient and wait it out. I want to say that, let's see what I got. I got Michigan right. I got Minnesota right. I got Iowa right. I got Texas right. I got Florida right. I got Nevada right. I said something about Cory Booker. I didn't understand. Now he lost, but I said something was weird there. But I never said for sure if he was. Don't believe I said he was going to lose. I might have said that, but there's something weird there. So, and he, like I said, so there's a lot of them so check them out. They're on now. I'm starting to put my predictions down as I make them on my website, and there's only about 30 predictions when we all know I have like 300 of them. So did get the storm right. The storm that hit Florida, I said it hit Miami. And so that's 2. Now here's a weird one. The third one, I still say there's another storm, but I don't know if it's a hurricane. It's a storm along like the coast of Texas, and like maybe it's a I don't know, maybe a tornado or something. I don't know, but I still say there's something. So okay.
Tropical storm, maybe.
Yeah, maybe, or well, they said it's out of season now. But see, but I got 2 of the 3 right. So it hit right where I said it would hit. So both times. They show me maps, and so if seems like I'm not as exact as because they show me maps, but then I don't get like really super detailed information. That's just the way it is. So anyway, so Kent, you said you've seen Jesus.
Yep.
So describe what happened for you.
I was a young guy.
Okay.
8, 9 years old. Lived in a farmhouse in Michigan, just outside of Lansing, 100-acre farm. So our neighbors were quite far away. I slept in the same room with my 3 brothers, and because we were trying to conserve heat and whatnot back in the day when we had the coal-fired furnace, right? So woke up. Was awoken, I guess, and there standing in the doorway was a man. Brilliant light. I could see through this person, but knew that it was a person.
Okay.
And I was scared. Scared.
Can't hear you.
Yeah,
they
they probably can't.
They probably can't. No.
But was freaked out.
Yes.
And then this person with the most gentle voice spoke right through me and just said, "Don't be afraid." With the most calming, soothing, the words pierced me.
Calming, soothing. Okay, yeah. Okay.
And was not the Jesus that you see.
No.
The what I call the surfer
yes.
Jesus.
Can't hear him well.
Long hair, skinny guy. More of a the curly hair, long curly hair. The beard was covered most of the face, came up onto the cheeks, kind of.
Oh, okay.
Right, okay. But just vibrant and peaceful and cool.
Okay.
And that was it.
So this is what's happening to me, you guys. I don't know why I've been chosen, or I when I do my channeling, and you guys know I channel because that's where I get all this information, that I was meditating and I'm kind of asleep. You know, right in between that where you fall asleep and you wake up and you fall asleep and you wake up, right? Mm-hmm. It's kind of in that spot because that's actually a really good time to get that kind of information. And I'm laying there and I see this guy and he's got a beard. Now he looked like his eyes were dark. So, he looked like he was Jewish, I guess, with the, just a little bit darker skin, but the beard is what stood out. Dark hair, kind of like put behind his ears, and he's wearing white though, or something. I didn't remember seeing that because I just saw his face. Mm-hmm. And he made me feel there was there was joy and humor. It's how it made me feel. And this is what he's telling me. Now you guys, it's hard to hear. I know it's hard to hear. Is it hard to hear for me? I'm hoping not. Anyway, so this is what I'm being told. Okay, so this is going to appear on my YouTube. This is going to appear all of the stuff because I don't know what else to do but to tell all you guys. And yes, I'm going to make a special video about it just now. Okay, so this is what he says. So this being, now my concept of is Gnostic. It's not agnostic. It's Gnostic. It's kind of like the way Jesus was before the Christian religion before Catholicism got it, and so I view it completely different. But I was surprised because I'm like, no, this is, and I wrote down on my thing, I think I'm talking to Jesus. I swear I'm talking to Jesus. This is Jesus, and I kept writing it over, and I'm like, that's who this is. Did you just see that?
No.
Okay. You guys, there's things, are you guys seeing this on the camera? Like if you're not, we're going to replay this. Please watch it on my YouTube because I can see it on my iPad. It went right down in front of me. So, okay. And this is what is said. The country is gentling down and it can't go on like this anymore. I am intervening as in this being, this omnipotent. He made me feel like it was God or Jesus, like it was him, like he was, okay. This eclipse is the beginning of all fairness, love, and peace, and everybody's going to have to work together. I say, and it is so. Until every child is fed, until every child is clothed, I say it, and it's so. Now, there's people that aren't going to like this, but this is what he said to me. Okay, now I'm pro-choice because it's none of my business. Me personally, I would be anti-abortion, but my mother had to have one when I was a very little girl. She was so sick. So I don't pass judgment, but he says Jesus doesn't care about abortion because he wants to care who is here now. Okay, now. Okay? And that's what he said to me. It's the souls that are here that he worries about. He worries about the cleanliness of the planet and that we've destroyed it. He's very concerned that why have you done this to me? That's what he said. Okay? Now, this is scary, and I'm gonna have to probably put a trigger warning on here because he says there's a huge population decline that's going to happen rapidly. Now, I predicted that way back in 2020. There's another illness coming. It could kill up to a third of the population of the earth. Now, I don't mean to hurt. I don't want to scare anybody, but this is what he is saying. Maybe by changing our ways, he's warning us. Okay. Increase of greenery, ferns, and poplars. I don't know why I put poplars. I just wrote down what he said. The ice cap. He shows me the ice caps melting, and I want to say he feels like crying. Like you've ruined everything. That's basically you've ruined it all. Okay? Evil that holds back the will of the people will be squashed. Now you figure out who that is and what that is. The Great Reset is on its way, and it's been happening since the eclipse on Tuesday. That eclipse was significant. I don't know why, but it's significant, and I kind of knew that. Okay? All right? Yes, I answered one of your questions. Somebody said, is there another pandemic? I say, no, it's not. It's not COVID. COVID will be gone by 2025. I still say it. It'll just kind of fizzle out. But there's something new. Trust me. And I think we all kind of know what it is. I'm not going to say anymore. Now, this is the Great Reset. Great love and harmony until 2026. Stop the racism. He's tired. He's tired of the racism. The racism has to stop. Okay? Money's not important anymore. Start bartering. Stop currency. Give the world a big hug. It needs it. Okay? The hatred of some of these politicians is not going to get very far. They can try. It will be taken care of from the other side. These horrible, negative, unchristian, unloving people are done. Okay? Now, there's many healers that have been chosen. Now, that's an interesting thing that he says to me. Now, I've called a couple of my psychic friends, and they swear Jesus has come to them too in the last week or two. And I thought that was really strange. So I think it's not just me, and I don't think I'm making this up. Okay? Now, I don't know why this is so significant, but there is a powerful woman in our next election. I still say, this is me talking, that I still say Beto is going to try to run. He's going to get very far.
That's not a strong woman, though.
No, it's not, but it's a strong woman that could be his running mate. There's a strong woman coming in that's, yeah. All right. This is the Great Reset that everybody's been talking about. It's been mentioned since, I know, before the pandemic. I know I have. Okay? Quit competing with your neighbor. Everything you do affects, everything you do, care about what if it affects somebody else. Use joy and humor. You take life way too seriously, too. You take it way too seriously. Educate the children to be better people. Not so much information, not so much knowledge as being a better person, like character development. Love your neighbor. Humans have come so far from our original lesson and purpose by their selfish ways. All of us are guilty, but we can make a change collectively. Jesus is sad at humanity. Self-centered, egocentric, all of this is going on. It needs to stop. Greedy, no love for one another but yourself. The time is now to act, to lift all the vibrations on the planet. And Jesus will soften their hearts. And that's what I got. So you guys can figure out what that all means. You can figure out what, take that as you will. I just wrote it all down. And so it's a very interesting message. It's a very interesting situation because I remember I've been saying way back in 2022 or 2021, there would be a change coming. There is a change coming, and it is for the better. So I don't know what you think. What are your thoughts on this, Kent? Because I'm not sure. What is everybody's thoughts? I felt like I was crazy. I really, after it happened, I'm like, but the message is there and it's clear. So I wanted to share that with you guys. Okay. Thank you for following me. Yes, blessings. Amen. Somebody just said, because it's just done now. Now I have been saying, which I think is interesting, there'd be no nuclear war. There would never be, because the people on the other side aren't going to let that happen. Now they're talking, aren't they? The last week they said that they're going to talk and see if they're going to have agreements to never ever fire off another nuclear war ahead. So if you guys didn't read that up, because I said that never would happen. They're telling me they've got it under control from the other side. You have to remember that there's been millions and billions of people who have died that care about this planet. Even though they're no longer here, they care about the planet, and they're not going to let us blow ourselves up. Okay. All right. What other, I don't know. What's your thoughts?
Well, how did, tell me about the energy in the room when that visit happened.
Well, I was asleep and I was just laying there. Mm-hmm. And then when I get downloads, they come in my head, mm-hmm. like in my third eye. I felt calm. I felt laughter and joy is what I felt. It was almost like Jesus has a great sense of humor about the whole thing. But at the same time, he's concerned. I don't know if that made sense, you guys, but that's what I was picking up. I wanted to say, like, I wanted to smile a little bit. You know what I'm saying? He's like, he's going to fix it. He's done. And I keep thinking, is like almost kind of like, is this the second coming, sort of? Do you know what I'm saying? This wave, is this, he's done now? I don't understand. I really, I'm a psychic. I'm a master. I've done this for a long time. But at the same point, I don't know everything. Mm-hmm. And I will admit to you, I don't know. I just know that you needed to hear it. Everybody needed to hear it. And mm-hmm. I don't think he's done with me either. So, to let you guys know. Okay?
I don't think he's done with all of us.
Yeah, well, I'm with messages.
Yeah. So the energy it was a happy, joyful, kind of peaceful, giddy, as
giddy.
Susie says, kind of giddy.
Yeah, right? So almost giddy. Yeah, almost like, yeah, like I felt laughter. I felt like I felt like there was a weight lifted, sort of, or something. Mm-hmm. Like, and he made me feel like I am God. I am omnipotent. I am God. This is me, and I'm going to take care of this. I'm done now. Right. That's how it felt.
Not Lana, you're saying.
No,
right.
Not me. Right. Nothing to do with me.
Right.
And like I said, and he told me that there are many of us. There are many messengers. There are many of us who are messengers. Yeah. So it's not just me. And like I said, I've had a couple of my psychic friends who have said very recently they swear they got messages from Jesus also.
Yeah. I don't think that if you believe in who Jesus is, I don't think that is strange. I mean it's biblically written, right? I'll reveal myself through Jesus, right? So it happens all the time. it makes a lot of sense what you said, and I think a lot of us, many of us here anyway, we all go, huh, yeah, right?
Yeah.
Tina says, I think Jesus chooses those who are able to help others, and he knows your love for him is there.
Yeah. Oh,
Right.
thank you.
Right.
You know, then that is why I'm here. And I am going through some stuff right now, and I just feel the way will be cleared for me
Right.
because this is what I need to be doing.
So the hard thing is, if you are a scholar, a biblical scholar, you'll say, okay, that's not far from his message.
It's
not,
it's
right?
not. The fact he's intervening,
yeah,
is a very interesting thing.
However, if you're human, you're going to go, hey, let's put a white coat on this lady and throw her in a padded room.
Exactly.
Because cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Exactly.
Right?
They people might think I'm crazy, but I'm gonna be making a video about this also on YouTube because so that people can watch. I've never had the experience before. I've had people come through all the time because you guys know I'm a medium. And when I read for you, yeah, that's what happens, you know, and I'll say, well, you've got somebody, and usually we pull names. This was nothing like I've ever experienced.
So
it wasn't.
His message, what you're giving is, he said, it is written, that Jesus, when I say he, said, those who have ears hear.
Yes.
And that means his message will fall on the people who hear it.
Yeah.
And it will not fall on many who don't hear it.
Exactly.
Okay, so his message to and through you may be for those who need to hear it.
Maybe.
Now, there's several hundreds of thousands of people that are listening right now.
Yes.
And some that are on social media who will say, hockey puck.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, and that's fine. And that's fine. That message may not be for you then.
That could be it. That could be true. You know, I think that my practice is changing.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, I have 7 openings this week, which is I took the week off, so I got a lot of openings. So if you do want an opening, go check me, Enchantedskye. Right. Anyway, but I just really think that my whole practice is changing. Like I last night on my live, I prayed for everybody. I had a long list of people, and we all prayed because we all know prayer works. It's collective. It's manifestation. It works. You know.
But I want to, some of the people out there listening, I want to help you as well, because you don't know Lana perhaps at the level that I know Lana, okay? And this is not her saying, I'm chosen, ba, 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 right? Not at all. Not at all. This is her sharing the gift that she's been given. And it's not a braggadocious thing. It's not like you're saying that, hey, watch guys, let's go out in the parking lot, watch me walk on water.
Exactly. No, not at all.
That's not who she is. That's not what she's doing at all. Right?
He still can't hear you. It's okay. He's summing up what's going on, and it's kind of like I'm shocked that he came to me.
Sure.
I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
Okay. Why did my camera just do that? My camera just completely flipped off.
I don't know. We've been having some weird things.
Yes. Here. You guys, my camera flipped off. Don't know why.
No.
So sorry. We've been having weird stuff. I'm telling you, I'm going to play this back, and I want you guys to play this back, and you're going to see orbs. I'm watching them go over my head. I've seen 2 or 3 already. It could be Pete. Could be who knows who it is, you know. I have a tendency also to have angels and stuff around me. Yep. So anyway, hi guys.
Yeah, so I think the awesome thing is you are open to the message. Everybody, a lot of people, we all kind of have the ability to receive messages.
We can, yeah,
right.
Yes,
and a lot of us turn it off or ignore it or go.
Yes, and if you guys can't hear, by the way, on TikTok, please go to 216thenet.com because you're going to hear much clearer. Same thing for YouTube. YouTube should be able to hear. Yeah, you can listen live there. So that's where I'm at. I love listening to it. It falls in line with what you're feeling also. So Alice even said, she even admits it. Like I remember I told you there'd be a change from now until 2026, and that these people are falling away. These negative, racist, it doesn't. Gee, and he was very adamant about it. He goes, the racism has to stop. It's enough now. It's enough. And he says, I say it and it is so. So you remember that. I say it and it is so. So you remember that. Okay, so he's going to soften hearts is what he's going to do. So, and it's very interesting that it happened now. Anybody that knows anything about astrology too, I'm a big astrologer fan, and I still think that God gave us astrology so that we can kind of see what's going on. I still think it was a gift of God. So, but I will tell you that this Tuesday, did you get up and see it?
No.
Oh, you didn't get, okay, about 7 o'clock in the morning. It was like half of it was cut off in a circle. It was really cool. I took a bunch of pictures of it. And so I'm taking pictures and I'm doing that. And I'm by looking at the charts, there is a lot of flux going on. People are losing it. Like it's a lot of emotion. There's just, and it's going to last for about a week. There's just all kinds of craziness that's going to last into this next week. And then it should kind of die down. But, is it the Great Reset? Is it the Great Reset? Okay. Now we all know that I've been saying something about currency years ago, and so are other people, that the money's useless. Money doesn't work because bartering's going to come back. Now that's the age of Aquarius thing.
Yeah.
Where people are like, hey, you know what? I just grew 2 bushels of tomatoes. You want to trade me your tomatoes or your lettuce? You know what I'm saying? It's gonna that's the way it's going to end up being more. So, okay. All the selfishness and greed will fall away. Yes, that is exactly what he said. He goes, it's going to stop because he's going to soften people's hearts. So watch to see if there's a change, because I really truly think that there's going to be a change, and it's already started. I said this in January, didn't I? I believe in my show.
Probably.
I think so. We'll have to watch. And if you guys don't know, I'm slowly getting all of my predictions onto my website as fast as I can. I can only go so fast, So what I got to go through, and I got them all written down. I just have to transfer them. But look at all the messages that I had. Look at that. I wrote them on sticky notes because they were in my phone. I get up in the middle of the night and I start writing on my phone. And so all I know is that this absolutely astounded me. And as fast as he was there, he was gone. It was weird. Yeah. And then I got other things, like I got messages, personal messages from my kids, like when's the next birth of my next grandchild. I mean, I got stuff like that, and I'm like, I'm not gonna share it with you guys, but yeah. So, and I'm like, okay, so, all right. I just want everybody to just really think about what I'm saying, because I honestly thought I was crazy. I was like, there's no way. And I kept going for and then finally I called one of my other friends who's also psychic. Most of my friends are psychics. And she said, oh my God, I thought I was crazy too. I got one too. And I said, did he say the same thing basically? And she's like, yeah, he did. So just remember that. Okay. All right. So anyway, comments, questions. We got any comments for anything else?
Susie wants to know if your back is feeling better.
My back is better, Susie. Oh, I couldn't even walk last night. If you guys don't know, I have to have an extremely hard mattress, almost like a board, because I have a sway back, and was sleeping on a different mattress for a couple days because I was reading. I just started reading. I'd fall asleep on it. And then last night I went to my normal mat and I'm better. It's not, what happens is it starts, I get spasms and I'll be like, you'll move us, and you're like, oh man. And it's just, that's one of the things I've got bad with me. It's like, other than that, I'm really healthy, but my back will bother me sometimes. So
Lisa says, hey, you said Marjorie Taylor Greene wouldn't win. So what happened? She
did. I missed it. You know what? I almost want to say I was hoping she wouldn't. You know what I'm wondering? I think Lauren Boebert isn't going to win. I just know, to me, they're both the same type of people. So I missed 4. And I'm going to be honest with you. I missed Marjorie Taylor Greene. I missed Stacey Abrams. I missed Mandela Barnes. I didn't miss. I still say he would have won. I still say it. And he should have just, but anyway.
All right.
And I missed somebody else, but there were 4 out of about 25.
So,
yep.
so we're about a half hour in on this special Friday edition of Metaphysical Meanderings.
Yep.
So this is where we kind of take the last 15 minutes to say, hey, ask some questions.
Yes.
And John Phillips jumps right out of the gate and says, hello, Lana. My question for you is, my partner is pregnant.
Okay.
With our first child.
Okay.
Will it be a boy or a girl?
It
Please
feels
and thank you.
Feels like a boy energy. Now, I'm going to tell you a secret about this. I predicted my second granddaughter would be a boy. And my daughter's like, it's a girl, you missed. Because I had gotten my other granddaughter, right to the day she was born. But she is the biggest terror. That child it's boy energy. Like, it's serious boy energy. Like, it's just, you know what I mean by boy and girl energy.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just, she just is. And so I feel like it's boy energy. Okay?
Yeah.
All right? So
a question. Chad is incarcerated right now.
okay.
Sentencing is on January 21st.
Okay.
Or excuse me, December 21st.
Okay.
What do you see as far as time served or non-time served? Or
He'll be there a little while yet. Yeah. It's too bad I should look at his chart because the 20th is when Aries comes. Jupiter goes to Aries. If you have a real strong Aries in your chart, it looks really good for you. But I feel like there's a little more time somehow. Not a lot though. Okay.
So not 40 years.
No, not at all. No.
That's good. All right. Grace Camera, it looks like, says, hi, Lana. My mother just passed away. Is she at peace and happy? Please, can you pray for me as I'm out?
I will pray. Was she short and kind of not chubby, but a little bit heavier set and with gray hair, who smiled a lot. Like, I want to say she was happy a lot. Pair of glasses. She liked to cook or something very motherly about her. Get back to me and tell me if that's her, because I think it might be her. But her hair had been dark when she was younger. She's showing me that. She had actually been really nice looking, beautiful woman when she was younger. So, yeah.
Nice.
Tell me that.
Susie asked.
Hi, guys.
Susie asked, do you see my family getting together for the holidays?
Yes, for one, but not both. Either Thanksgiving or Christmas or whatever, but not both. Okay. Let me see. Let's take something off of TikTok. Will you get a promotion at work? Not until the next year. And I want to say it's maybe March. Okay. Here's one. My lawyer filed for dismissal. Will it happen? Yes. Yes. Okay. Go ahead.
We've got a lot of legal things now that Jesus showed up. Kathy Burt says, will my friend Susan win her court case and move back to her home out west?
I don't know if she's going to win it, but I think she's going to move out west for sure. There's something, it's like a double-edged sword on that one. Mm-hmm. So just remember that. It's kind of an odd one, but yeah.
And okay. Grace responded and said, yes, she was so beautiful.
Yes, with dark hair. Yeah. I see her. You have to understand, when they come through with their energy, they will show me the way you knew them, but then sometimes they revert back to when they're 30 when they look good. So then I'll see them. It's like kind of like I'll see them both ways.
Yeah.
So yeah, big eyes, big long lashes. When she was younger. Yeah. After she got a little older, she was like, eh.
So it sounds like she's at peace there.
Yeah, very much so. You have to remember that that's our true home. Heaven is our true home, and this sucks. This is like our hell, you know. So just remember that they're always, and they are always, and then what they tell me is they're always at all the family functions. Yeah. So if you're eating Thanksgiving and you got all your family, your grandparents and the great grandparent, they're all there too. You might not be able to see them, but they're watching and they're participating, just like they were there. That's what they say.
There we go. Maureen asks, what does my job future look like?
Say that again?
Maureen Murphy says, what does my job future look like?
You have something like a change or something like a promotion or opportunity in April. It's a little far away, sorry, but there's something like around late March, early April. Okay.
Nice.
So Rebecca S. Will I get a better paying job soon? I need out where I am with a negative workplace. You have how many times that people have talked to me in the last couple of weeks that they cry going to work. They hate their job. Somebody's bullying them. It's just, I think that this negativity has just permeated into every single space in the world. And I hear so many people and I'm like, all I know is that Jesus said, don't take this so seriously. Don't take this life so seriously. And I have been told that by people from the other side too. We're taking this far too seriously.
A lot of people do.
They do. And they shouldn't.
I don't.
So, yeah, well.
Yeah. Judy says, will I be safe in my new home?
Yeah.
Nice.
You have good neighbors.
Ooh,
Do you have
nice.
a good neighbor? If not, meet them, because there's like a good neighbor that keeps an eye on your house. It might be both of them on each side of you. I'm not sure. Somebody's watching though. I have good neighbors. They'll watch my house if I'm not there. Keep an eye on stuff because yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Okay. Will your leg get better? Very slowly. Now you need some type of. Now remember, I'm not a doctor. And I feel like they're going to do something else. I don't know if it's an operation. I'm not sure. There's some type of other procedure that's going to make things better.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah. Awesome. Miss Dyer, 77. Hello, Lena. It's our island girl.
Oh.
Will I get a job or my business grow? And how are my grandmothers? Proud of me?
Yeah, your business is going to grow, dear. Just be patient with that. And what about her grandmother?
Are they proud of her?
Of course they are. You couldn't do, like, is she, now, do you look like her? Because it seems like you do. Like your grandma. You know, it's so funny because I had one lady that said to me recently, she's like, I look just like my mother. Well, everybody sees something differently. I stand by my mother, I look like my mom. If I stood there, my dad, because I have my dad's coloring and I look like my mom. So, do you see what I'm saying? Like, everybody sees something different, but yes. I want to say they're very proud of you. So, okay. 44 health can declining. Is it me or just getting older? You need to do a complete overhaul of your what you're doing. You need to do a food, you got to look at what you're eating cuz you've got a lot of years left here. But it's the quality of life that matters, right? Like, it doesn't, you know what I'm saying? Who cares if you live to be 90 if the last 10 years you're in a wheelchair? Do you see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You need to do and it has to do with your diet, your exercise, and your mental state. I want to say your mental health has been making a huge effect on you. Okay? All right? Go ahead.
Leah says, hey, I lost my brother 2 years ago due to a heart attack. Is he at peace?
Did he have brown, it was kind of like medium brown hair? When I see him, I think he might be young, appearing to me young. The lighter colored eyes. Now he had, I don't know why, but it's like I can see his lashes. I don't know why it's important. He may have had a tummy when he passed, but he's showing me, he's like, I want to swear he's about 20 to 30. And so he's slender and he's 5'10" to 6 foot, but more slender. So let me know if I'm right, because if that's him, he's doing great.
Nice.
And he's actually talking to me about a person. Like, he's concerned a little bit about a male. So is this his son or is this a nephew? But he's concerned about somebody. He doesn't like what's going on with him. I don't understand that, but you do. So let me know, okay? Awesome. And that's how when I read, that's what I do. I'll say but usually I'll pick up names. Remember, I've got, I don't know, 500,000 people watching me. I don't know how much anymore because I'm not on my normal day. So, yeah.
Yeah. Solik, always good.
Hi, Solik.
Always good to have you with us. I'm expecting a call from HR today on a permanent full-time job.
Good.
I'm also waiting for news today on a temporary assignment. I'm expecting both positive news.
Definitely the first.
Nice.
Remember, I've been saying she's going to get a job. Now, you guys know that once you know me pretty well, you guys, people text me all the time, or they call me, or they leave a message or an email saying, hey, and yes, I will respond. Especially, and then once you become a person that I know pretty well, you go onto my speed dial, and then when you call, I know who it is. And I'll say, oh, it's MJ, or, you know what I'm saying? And then I'll be like, oh, really? You did blah, 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 blah. Because takes me a second and I remember. Now, even though I've done, God, this year alone, I think I've done over, I'll figure it out. So, maybe about 1,500 readings this year. So, yeah. So anyway, all right.
Wow.
Will we find our property soon, Katie? Yes, you will. Katie, in the, maybe March, April. That or you're going to buy it then. You might find it earlier. So, okay.
Yep. Miss Dyer 70 says, yes, I look just like her indeed. Hello from St. Kitts as usual.
Yep. Yep. How are ya? Because she sometimes calls me. See, I know all you guys. A lot of you guys I know. And it's interesting to see I'm on during the day, right? I'm trying to figure out how to do this because I don't know. We got to figure out I might be switching days.
We'll have to take a look at it and see how it works.
Yeah.
Major Arcana says, do you know if there are any spirit guides or ancestors around me?
Major Arcana, do you have anybody that's Native American, or is that your guide? I want to say, you guys understand why we have so many Native Americans around us, right? Because we chose to come back to this continent, and we were probably Native American in another lifetime. I know I was many, many, many times when I had past life regression done. And yes, I do it for people. So you can check that out. I don't charge a lot. Anyway, and there was probably 6 at least times I was Native American.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Okay. Sola just says, Lana, you said on my grandbaby twins that the boy is a firecracker, but you described my granddaughter. She is assertive.
Yes. Good. You know what? It's like, I know this is, but when they're in utero, it's like they stand with their family. Like, you know how you guys always say, like, I never knew my grandma, or I never knew my great grandpa. Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you do.
Because you're on the other side with them.
Yeah.
And so when they do come through, you'll know them,
yeah.
or you'll see a picture and they'll be like, oh yeah, I know who that is, and they stand there waiting to be born. And so I pick up their personalities because they're just standing there waiting. Do you know what I'm saying? So just let you know.
All right, that's where we're at. We're on the back end of this thing. Unless you got one more off of TikTok, you want to?
No, you know what? I think I'm pretty much done, you guys. Thanks for everybody listening and watching, and I'm on a different day, so this will be playing though on Saturday morning, like it was my normal.
If you missed any of it, tune in tomorrow at a regularly scheduled time, and you can catch this one.
Okay.
For all of us here at 216 The Net, thanks for getting stuck on the net with us and hanging out with Master Psychic Lana Duncan Hartgraves as she metaphysically meanders. For all of us, until we meet again, please be good, but more importantly, be good to one another.